Silvester sogar. Ja. Jetzt wäre noch geschwind wegen Dingenskirchen. Jetzt haben wir auf den Livestream einmal aufgehen. Schauen wir gleich mal. Ach, habe ich. Sound läuft schon, aber ich sehe gerade. So, nein. Herzlich willkommen zum Showcase-Modus, tatsächlich, wie man das erkennen kann. Jedenfalls, viel Spaß haben wir mit dem Video-Package, so wie das höchstwahrscheinlich kennt.
Solo Sikoa lifting Cody Rhodes up.
Jetzt haben wir bei WrestleMania 40 auf einmal.
Cover.
One, two, three.
Cody somehow survives.
Are you kidding me? How? How did Rhodes survive?
Desire is how, Corey. Grit is how, Corey. This is how bad Cody Rhodes wants to finish his story.
John Cena.
What the? It can't be.
It is.
Uh-oh.
Cena's here. Cena's in WrestleMania.
A saving grace for Cody Rhodes. John Cena here. They'll fight off Solo Sikoa.
Solo sent crashing to the outside, courtesy of the
Oh, jetzt haben
franchise.
wir es.
Cena's got Roman up. Attitude adjustment.
Nein.
Down
Das war's
goes
jetzt machen.
Reigns.
Hä? Was muss ich da tun? Okay. Was? Okay.
And now John Cena with Solo Sikoa and through the announce table.
What the hell? The Rock is cooking.
Oh, hold on, guys.
The final boss, The Rock.
The final boss is at WrestleMania.
What a moment this is.
Brings back memories from WrestleMania over a decade ago.
14 Jahre genauer gesagt, weil es WrestleMania 40 in Colorado, in Philadelphia gemacht haben, war WrestleMania 14 tatsächlich noch war.
Now this is a WrestleMania moment.
Rock and Cena face to face, feeding off the electricity of this crowd.
This is absolutely surreal.
Oh. Zum Stockaustausch. You can see me. Rock bottom.
The final boss strikes and Cena is down.
And now The Rock taking off the Mama Rhodes weight belt. He's going to use it against Cody.
What? No way. No way.
Ja, was soll das noch sein?
Guys,
Da das Ding jetzt hier an.
we know that music all too well, but
It's Seth
What?
Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
And a Superman punch by Reigns intercepts Rollins, who's out here in the old Shield gear.
Jetzt gibt's Bilder von Mama. What?
Now what?
Oh, das kommt ein anderer Ticker sein.
Undertaker's in the ring.
The Undertaker!
oh my gosh!
The Great One face to face with the Reaper at WrestleMania.
Oh. What? Uh-oh.
With The Rock.
Chokeslam.
The Undertaker's back in WrestleMania.
Unreal.
What? Krass. What?
And now Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes struggling to grab a hold of the steel chair in the ring.
Both men struggling to their feet. Roman beats Cody Rhodes. And this could be disastrous for the American Nightmare.
Hey.
Payback.
For all those years.
Eben. Jetzt sind ruhig, ja, aber.
Here's Plan B.
Roman Reigns setting up,
Uh-oh.
looking for the spear to put Cody away.
Oh.
Cody catches Roman. Crossroads.
Oh.
And another crossroads.
Dress codes is rood.
Finish.
1, 2,
Story.
3.
Everybody seems to think that WrestleMania 4
What?
is the night the bloodline ended. But anyone who knows us knows that it's going to take more than one bad night to bring us down.
Great
If
egg.
anything,
Asplit.
we're just getting started.
Ja. Der Bloodline Dynasty. Und was soll jetzt noch
Ladies and
kommen?
gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I I serve as special counsel and the wise man to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, the undisputed, uncontroverted, unquestioned leader of the Bloodline, the most dominant group in recent memory and in the entire history of WWE.
The Bloodline has all the damn gold!
For nearly 40 years, I have worked for, alongside, and even employed the absolute greatest superstars to ever do it.
Just how dangerous do you want to live?
I've created the Dangerous Alliance, led an extreme revolution with ECW, and managed the most legendary of all champions. And for me, none of that compares to the relationship I've built with the Anoa'i, Fatu, and Maivia families, the triumvirate that composes this dynasty that we know more colloquially as the Bloodline. My time with this family goes back 40 years. I've led them into battle, strategized with them, and have watched their children grow into top-tier superstars who have also created their own impressive legacies. And so it is my great honor to serve as your host for the WWE 2K25 showcase featuring a dynasty like no other, the Bloodline.
When you look at this incredible family tree, this is proof that there is only one royal family in professional wrestling, bound by blood.
A blood bond forged between High Chief Peter Maivia and Amatua Anai Anoa'i, the father of Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, created a force that has dominated professional wrestling for over 5 decades. An elite collection boasting names like the wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, as well as The Rock, Rikishi, Umaga, Yokozuna, Nia Jax, Jimmy and Jey Uso, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and of course, your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. They've owned championships, filled arenas, packed stadiums, broken box office records, years and decades of dedication to the craft, perfecting their art with each passing generation, ultimately leading us to right here, right now, with the Bloodline having dominated WWE for the last half decade. As your humble wise man, it is my duty to take you through some of the most ferocious battles featuring the greatest warriors in the family. Not everything goes according to plan, and this year we're going to give you a chance to right the historical wrongs and change history to bring more glory to the Bloodline. It's our showcase, after all. Honestly, their only real competition is themselves.
Acknowledge me!
All of this fighting amongst each other, this constant power struggle, I won't let all of that ruin this moment. Because it's not just about Solo Sikoa or Roman Reigns. It's not just about the Usos. It's about every single member of their family that came before them, who built the lineage and who made them into the superstars that they've become today. It's been said elsewhere that wrestling has more than one royal family. That's undeniably true. Also undeniably true is that for all of those other families, there's only one Bloodline dynasty.
Wow, geil. Ja, und da schauen wir jetzt haben wir, warte mal, der Bloodline Dynasty, eine 2K Showcase Produktion. Wir ehren die Anoa'i, Fatu und Maivia Familie für ihre jahrelange Exzellenz. Im Showcase wirst du durch die Siege zu einem Anoa'i-Us, aber Honorarius oder so irgendwie, aber das Abschließen von Zielen beweisen, dass du wirklich the one bist. Verdiene Matchbelohnungen durch Siege und erhalte Zielbelohnungen, indem du jedes Match in gestellte Herausforderungen abschließt. Ein echter Wise Man lässt nichts unerledigt und beweist wahres Können. Los geht's. Und da fahren wir schon. Und mit Yokozuna gegen The Immortal Hulk Hogan beim King of the Ring Pay-Per-View, beim allerersten King of the Ring Pay-Per-View der WWE-Geschichte am 13. Juni 1993. Yokozuna hat zwei Ziele: Hulk Hogan landen lassen und sich die WWE Championship zurückzuholen. Es liegt an dir, den Plan auch umzusetzen. Und das auch auf spektakulärer Art und Weise. Sagen wir so. Und das machen wir jetzt. Los geht's.
In a family that specialized in brute force over the years, perhaps no one better personified this than Rodney Anawai, nephew to the Wild Samoans, better known to the WWE Universe as the mighty Yokozuna. The family's first world heavyweight champion, Yokozuna arrived to WWE in the fall of 1992. An imposing behemoth, to say the least. Yokozuna would make an immediate statement, winning the 1993 Royal Rumble just a few months after his debut. This victory would grant him a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 9, where he took on Bret the Hitman Hart. This meteoric rise to the top was only a hint of the dominance Yokozuna would have on WWE for the next year. 2 WWE championships, a WWE Tag Team Championship, victory over the era's titans like Bret Hart, Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan.
Yokozuna is my middle name. I'm named after my uncle. I carry it with so much pride and weight on my shoulders just because of what he's done for this business and who he is as a person too. It's a cool middle name to have, man. I represent it with the pride, man, that I have. Hopefully, man, I'm making him proud by doing that.
The manner in which Yokozuna melded incredible size with unspeakable agility shocked the WWE Universe, who to that point were used to their monsters hitting hard but moving slow. Yokozuna broke the mold, punishing opponents with super kicks, uranagis, leg drops, and of course, his devastating Banzai drop. A maneuver so effective that once it had connected, nobody kicked out of it. Nobody.
Rodney was a very unique talent. I think the way he was able to handle all the pressure, it was kind of parallel to how he was in the ring. For someone to be so big and to be so nimble, you just don't see that very often. Rodney was one of those first solo guys, singles competitor guys that was able to go out there and really just make waves, make a big splash. I mean, pun intended, I guess. That fool jumped in the pool, he'd knock out all the water, and that's the way it felt sometimes. He would go into those arenas and just suck in all the energy and be able to give it back. So when I look at Rodney, I see someone very similar to me, someone who understands the very, very top of the game, the top position, and everything that goes along with it.
In a career filled with so many highlight reel moments, perhaps nothing stands out more than when Yokozuna faced and defeated the so-called immortal Hulk Hogan at the first King of the Ring event in 1993. Looking to humiliate Hogan after the Hulkster stole Yokozuna's WWE Championship only 2 minutes after Yokozuna defeated Bret Hart for the title months earlier at WrestleMania 9, Yokozuna entered the ring totally focused on the task at hand. And on that night, He not only got revenge, but his victory would send Hogan packing from WWE for nearly 9 years.
Hulk Hogan is finished.
Many felt that Yokozuna had indeed killed Hulkamania. Now you get to possess the power of the mighty Yokozuna and deal out punishment to Hulk Hogan to walk out of the King of the Ring, a 2-time WWE champion. Showcase the ability and the agility that made Yokozuna a Hall of Fame performer and take Hulkamania down.
Und das war man natürlicherweise nicht den Geld los.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
Coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji and the South from Polynesia Island, weighing 550 pounds, Yokozuna!
One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds, bigger than he's ever been.
And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early.
This is going to answer a lot of unanswered questions from WrestleMania 9. A lot of pressure on the president of WWE for what he did. But this is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan. Let the winner be the winner.
One thing's for sure, Hogan will be quicker. He will be faster than he's ever been in any previous title defense.
Well, this is going to be interesting because he's wrestling a fresh Yokozuna this time. Not a man who's already wrestled a 15-minute match with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, Hogan and Yokozuna's last match lasted less than 30 seconds when Hogan won the title at WrestleMania.
Well, I can tell you, this match will go much longer. Yokozuna will not be caught by surprise this time.
Listen to this. What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion.
His opponent, coming down the aisle with his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in 302 pounds, the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
You can feel this facility shake, literally moving. The rafters shaking with the ovation of the WWE Champion Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan thrives on these people. He thrives on the Hulksters, the little Hulksters. This is what keeps this man going.
Hulk Hogan's relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from them. But Yokozuna's focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hulk Hogan. He is ready, believe me.
The Hulkster ready for war, and you can bet, ladies and gentlemen, it will be warfare here.
Well, he's been saying for weeks that he is going to be the first man to slam Yokozuna.
Oh, nobody slams Yokozuna.
Well, we'll see. Hulk Hogan wanted to prove it was not a fluke that he beat Yokozuna. And now, we're going to find out if it was a fluke or not. A title coveted by legends and hungry young talent alike.
Ja, um das Gold geht's nur die WWE Championship. Und let's go! Okay.
Saxton and Corey Graves, emanating from King of the Ring, 1993. Yokozuna is fuming over his embarrassing WrestleMania loss to Hulk Hogan. Now, Yokozuna has vowed to reclaim the WWE Championship. And what? WrestleMania off the map.
Indeed, the last time these two shared a ring, it was disastrous for Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji issued a challenge to Hogan on behalf of his client. And 22 seconds later, Hogan was the new WWE Champion.
But that night was mired in controversy as Yokozuna had just been to battle with Bret Hart to win the title. This is going to answer a lot of questions from WrestleMania 9. This is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan, and we're going to find out who's the true champion.
What?
Some folks thought Bret Hart should have had this rematch against Hogan, but the president of WWE has made the controversial decision to give Yokozuna the title match.
Indeed, there will be no rematch for Bret, who, I might add, lost the title after Mr. Fuji interfered on Yokozuna's behalf. Instead, he was given an automatic entry into tonight's King of the Ring tournament.
The Hitman has certainly capitalized on that opportunity, already defeating Razor Ramon and Mr. Perfect tonight. Now, can he finish the job in the main event and win the King of the Ring?
Ah, okay, the main event was King of the Ring finale, okay.
Yokozuna has added 50 pounds to his frame since WrestleMania, while Hogan has actually slimmed down since he captured the WWE Championship. First up top. Can we talk about Yokozuna's meteoric rise in WWE? He's accomplished quite a lot in a short amount of time.
Just look at the man's track record at major events. He made his premium event debut with a quick win at Survivor Series, won the Royal Rumble in dominant fashion, and then captured the WWE title in the main event of WrestleMania.
But that momentum ground to a halt after Mr. Fuji's ill-timed challenge ended Yokozuna's title reign. Wait!
What? What's it done?
No, kicks out.
He thought he had it.
Oh.
Great ring
What?
clearance saved him.
Extending their opponent's arm out.
Oh, man, leg drop arm breaker. You can see Mr. Fuji at ringside. He's shown he will do anything to earn his client the win.
Indeed he has, but he might actually rein things in tonight. We saw at WrestleMania that Fuji's interference earned Yokozuna the win against Bret Hart. But when he tried...
Oh, no. Bear hug applied. This is not good for the Hulkster.
Yokozuna applying the pressure, squeezing the life out of Hulk, furiously trying to fight his way out of the bear hug. Can he do it? Yes.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
We've seen this before. The WWE Universe is on its feet. Hogan is hulking up. A series of right hands, and here we go. The big boot.
Leg drop.
Leg drop from Hogan.
Maybe not, maybe not.
That guy.
He calls off the pin attempt. Maybe one. To try something else.
Uh-oh. Belly to belly.
That's going to be the end of Hulkamania.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally.
What? Dude.
And a kick out from Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Warte mal, übernimmt Mr. Fuji into in der Nähe? Aber das ist
Yokozuna
er.
back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan's starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan.
Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready to go.
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
That boot, Yoko staggering.
Oh,
Here we go. Down.
Drop the leg, Hogan. Drop the leg.
Hogan, leg drop. Here's the cover on Yoko. Who kicked out of the leg drop?
What? Get Mr. Fuji out of there. Hogan feeding off the energy. Wait a minute. What is that photographer doing on the apron?
Was Fotograf.
What the heck?
What was that?
What in the world just happened here?
Was muss jetzt tun? Hä? Warte mal. Oh, bombs.
Yokozuna demonstrating his full power. Hogan's in trouble.
Hä? Was muss ich tun? Eine Linie.
Tremendous athleticism from Yokozuna.
Unique as they come, they broke the mold of
So ist es. Okay.
Big leg drop.
Nochmal Leerspiel.
in trouble.
1, 2.
Kicks out.
So close. That could have been it.
For the moment.
Lifting their opponent back to their feet and up.
Oh my! Discus punch.
Here.
Steered away there.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
The Hulkster picking his spots and targeting Yokozuna. Exactly what he planned to do to wear down the big man.
Still fighting back. Look.
Alter Schwede, da steppert der Hulk Hogan daher.
In a family that specialized in brute force over the years, perhaps no one better personified this than Rodney Anawai, nephew to the Wild Samoans, better known to the WWE Universe as the mighty Yokozuna. The family's first world heavyweight champion, Yokozuna arrived to WWE in the fall of 1992. An imposing behemoth, to say the least, Yokozuna would make an immediate statement, winning the 1993 Royal Rumble just a few months after his debut. This victory would grant him a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 9, where he took on Bret the Hitman Hart. This meteoric rise to the top was only a hint of the dominance Yokozuna would have on WWE for the next year. 2 WWE championships, a WWE Tag Team Championship, victory over the era's titans like Bret Hart, Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan.
Yokozuna is my middle name. I'm named after my uncle. I carry it with like so much pride and weight on my shoulders just because of like what he's done for this business and like who he is as a person too. It's a cool middle name to have, man. I represent it with the pride, man, that I have. hopefully, man, I'm making him proud by doing it.
The manner in which Yokozuna melded incredible size with unspeakable agility shocked the WWE Universe, who to that point were used to their monsters hitting hard but moving slow. Yokozuna broke the mold, punishing opponents with super kicks, uranagis, leg drops, and of course, his devastating banzai drop. A maneuver so effective that once it had connected, nobody kicked out of it. Nobody.
Rodney was a very unique talent. I think the way he was able to handle all the pressure, it was kind of parallel to how he was in the ring. For someone to be so big and to be so nimble, you just don't see that very often. Rodney was one of those first solo guys, singles competitor guys that was able to go out there and really just make waves, make a big splash. I mean, pun intended, I guess. You know, that fool jumped in a pool, he'd knock out all the water and
Listen to this. What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion.
His opponent, coming down the aisle, the mouth of the...
Looking at the champion, I guarantee there is no doubt in their mind as to who is leaving this match with the title around their waist.
Michael Cole alongside Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, emanating from King of the Ring, 1993. Yokozuna is fuming over his embarrassing WrestleMania loss to Hulk Hogan. Now, Yokozuna has vowed to reclaim the WWE Championship and wipe Hulkamania off the map.
Indeed, the last time these two shared a ring, it was disastrous for Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji issued a challenge to Hogan on behalf of his client. And 22 seconds later, Hogan was the new WWE Champion.
But that night was mired in controversy as Yokozuna had just been to battle with Bret Hart to win the title. This is going to answer a lot of questions from WrestleMania 9. This is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan, and we're going to find out who's the true champion. We know each man's strategy coming in.
Yokozuna is at 50 pounds in his reign since WrestleMania. While Hogan has actually slimmed down since he captured the WWE Championship.
Indeed, we're going to see more speed, more endurance from the Hulkster. But now that Yokozuna has hit 550 pounds, every kick, every leg drop, and every banzai drop will be even more impactful.
Still so much more action to come after this amazing matchup. Of course, we have the King of the Ring finals later, but before then, there will be an 8-man tag team match with the Steiner brothers and the Head Shrinkers on opposite sides.
You want to talk about unfinished business from WrestleMania? Those two teams went to war back in Vegas, and I expect even more hard hits here tonight.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan? From the top. Axe handle.
Look at this, going for it again. Watching.
Nobody home. What an impact. Oh, what a clubbing blow. You can see Mr. Fuji at ringside. He's shown he will do anything to earn his client the win.
Indeed he has, but he might actually rein things in tonight. We saw at WrestleMania that Fuji's interference earned Yokozuna the win against Bret Hart. But when he tried it again against Hogan, it backfired.
And not to mention that this time, Hogan has Jimmy Hart in the opposite corner. Now to the South is keeping a close eye on Mr. Fuji to ensure this one stays fair. This is not good for the Hulkster.
Yokozuna applying the pressure, squeezing the... Big one! Well placed down the ball. We'll get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is.
Hulkster's in trouble.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. The Hulkster is hulking up. You made a mistake, brother. Hogan unleashed. There's the big boot. You know what comes next. The leg drop.
Waistlock. Able to counter. Look at fighting out.
Manages to fight out with a series of punches.
As we get deep into this match, you have to be impressed by a man the size of Yokozuna exhibiting this level of stamina.
Everything about Yokozuna is impressive, Cole. He's gone from 505 pounds at WrestleMania to 5...
Yoko now. Belly-to-belly slam.
Yokozuna on the move.
The big leg drop by Yoko.
Yokozuna demonstrating...
There's the pin for the championship.
1, 2.
Strong kick out at 2 from the champion.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this. Oh, man.
Launched right out of the ring.
Hier. Ist wieder Schmiedefrist oder da? Homo 4 drüben.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg. Oh my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent.
Hogan's offense gets foiled.
Has to mind the referee here. Has to avoid the count out.
Back in the nick of time.
Yoko says this one's over.
Oh.
That'd be enough to gain the
1,
title.
2.
Oh. We knew it was not going to be an easy task to put the champion away, and that's being proven right now.
Oh.
More like the champion's proving that Cena's parents can lose
One.
the title.
And Yokozuna is just stunned. How in the world can someone get a shoulder? Roll up here. Looking for the pin. And the champ can't keep the shoulders down.
Not quite enough to put him away.
Pop right in the stomach creates the separation.
Every counter being answered with another.
Shoulder tackle.
Quite the battle brewing here between Hogan and Yokozuna.
This is exactly what the crowd wanted to see back at WrestleMania.
Oh, he paid for that high risk.
Like the brick wall running into you.
Yoko says this one's over.
Ooh.
Side drop.
The challenger comes up.
3. Jawohl.
Yokozuna is once again champion. I can't believe it.
The winner of this bout and new WWE Champion, Yokozuna.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. You may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan, and every newspaper in Japan is going to be filled with pictures of our new WWE champion.
Here in the heartland of America, the heart of Hulkamania has just stopped beating. Hulk Hogan is finished.
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Afa himself.
Fatu and Samu, the Head Shrinkers.
they put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the head shrinkers did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were managed by me, Paul Heyman, then known as Paul E. Dangerously, and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team.
The Samoan SWAT team is here. Vengeance is mine.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Alpha, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the wild Samoans world famous. The team tore through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal.
The head shrinkers are coming.
Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Head Shrinkers' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9. Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We are asking you to fix that, stop them in their tracks, and get the Head Shrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and Fatu for years. Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
Das soll sich verhindern, okay? Jedenfalls weiß der Fatu eigentlich bekommt vorkommen sollte von den Video-Packages. Fatu ist heute da spätere Ruikiji.
WWE history. Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
Okay.
Big fight feel.
Mal schauen.
Las Vegas' gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied at ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko.
Ooh, brutal impact into the corner.
Was aber mit WWE 2K9, 2K14 mal schauen, ob das wohl akkurat ist.
Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the T.
And he stonewalls Samu.
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE. But they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Wo ist da so stehen?
While Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
And it looks like they have no problem bending the rules there.
Prime example of working smarter, not harder. That's what I say.
He's able to reverse it.
There may be an abundance of togas in the arena today, but you're not going to see a lot of Greco-Roman wrestling out of the Head Shrinkers. They're just looking to hurt the Steiners.
And that actually may help Samu and Fatu here. This nice takedown.
Okay.
Stack for the pin. And for the Steiner brothers.
Here are your winners, Rick and Scott.
Okay, Moment, der Kopf.
Big fight feel in Las Vegas' gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it.
Got him in the corner now.
Oh, an overhand punch. WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night. The tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than...
Nice takedown.
Alter Schwede, hey.
A great counter and a cover. something else in mind, I guess.
I've seen Samu and Fatu fight each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the style.
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner Brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the tag team championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
Cosmo set up in the corner of the ring. Boom! What a right! The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE.
Soaring!
All the way down to the floor.
Good God, just a disgusting thud heard here at ringside.
Vicious, downright savage club right there.
Why? Wie scheiße Dämon kann man denn sein, Herr?
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner Brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the tag team championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Oddsmakers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight.
Oh. I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own
double leg takedown, gonna stack them up here. Look at
pin.
And an ear fall.
I really thought he was going to get his shoulder up at one.
Oh, strong impact.
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but
big fight feel in Las Vegas as Gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it.
Superhuman.
Samu and Fatu, already some success in the tag division tonight. Could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's primed to bring the Head Shrinkers to the top as well.
Clubbing forearm.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Boom! What a right. Gosh. Headbutt connects.
There may be an abundance of togas in the arena today, but you're not going to see a lot of Greco-Roman wrestling out of the Head Shrinkers. They're just looking to hurt the Steiners.
And that actually may help Samu and Fatu here. The Steiner brothers have earned most of their wins by utilizing their amateur wrestling skill set. I can't imagine they'll get many grappling opportunities against dedicated brawlers like the Head Shrinkers.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied at ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving a unique managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko.
with the point of the elbow. Ooh, what a punch. That's how you stop your opponent.
Shot to the face gets him out of that spot. Oh my God, a bullseye. He answers right back. The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the head shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around.
He's certainly feeling that attack.
Samu making an example of his opponent.
Right to the throat. Oh, well scout. Trying to put the ring away. Shoulders down, roll up.
And a win for the Steiner brothers.
Here are your winners, Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers.
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
And you have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the tag team championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied to ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko. There may be an abundance of togas in the arena today, but you're not going to see a lot of Greco-Roman wrestling out of the Head Shrinkers. They're just looking to hurt the Steiners.
And that actually may help Samu and Fatu here. The Steiner brothers have earned most of their wins by utilizing their amateur wrestling skill set. I can't imagine they get many grappling opportunities against dedicated brawlers like the Head Shrinkers.
And into the corner he goes. Oh, my goodness.
Samu and Fatu, already some success in the tag division tonight. Could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Appa, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions. And he's primed to bring the Head Shrinkers to the top as well.
Excellent opportunity for Steiner to shift the momentum.
Rick trying to bring the fight back in this one. Snap pile driver.
Getting dropped on your head like that is not something you want to be doing often.
Stomping away and then a knee right to the throat.
There was no issue with that attack. Hey, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Who are we to judge?
To the throat. Before this match began, you heard the Steiners speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle."
That's all well and good for the Steiner brothers, but Alpha has gone on record saying that his men are looking to tear Rick and Scott's heads off.
Out on the apron.
Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad.
A back suplex right onto the apron.
You are guaranteed to hit a steel beam out on the apron, and they definitely just fell home.
Short clothesline hits its mark. Boom, what impact. Place against the turnbuckles.
Non si fa la zukünftige Big Bang was da jetzt gerade Pinkies.
As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
Tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania.
Tag is made. Can only imagine what... Oh, my God. Not this.
Oh, yeah. Doomsday device.
Talk about being on the same page. They were on the same sentence with that fight.
Here we go.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
And there goes Steiner set outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now.
Cleaning Scott Steiner.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the head shrinkers do. Top tier. Tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
He took the worst of that impact.
Samu's offensive wherewithal was on point.
He knew just what to do.
Ooh.
He's headed up high.
Blast off.
Elbow drop. Boom! Double axe handle. Oh! Oh, man, a backbreak.
How dirty is that? And now the tag. Clothesline.
Off with their head. Oh, Steiner fell right into that one. Wow, move. The steady stream of moves taking out Steiner.
The head shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of it.
Was? Gegner angeschlagen.
Head shrinkers.
Placing him in the corner.
Loving blow.
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
Look at that counter.
The finisher.
Oh, tag. Double team coming.
Driven down face first.
And the head shrinkers just might have it.
Needs to cover.
1, 2.
Teammate intervenes just in time. And Fatu into the pin for the win. Shoulders are down. And he kicks out of the pin and won.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet.
Fatke.
You saw that being telegraphed.
Fatke Konkotan.
Quickly hoisted him up. Snap pile driver.
Aber diese Fatke kann auch Konkotan.
Shoulder tackle.
This shut the door. This could be over.
1, 2.
And a kick out.
He just kicked out by a fraction of a second.
He got it. Tag me. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now.
Pin. This might be the end of Steiner's night. Kicks out before the 2 count.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
What a barrage of stops.
Look at this, just, a numbing blow to the chest. And he's thinking he can end it here.
One.
And he only stays down for a 1 count.
These 1 counts are going to get harder and harder to kick out of.
Unloads a shot to the gut.
High angle exploder suplex. Coming in off the tag.
Nothing fancy there. Fatu hoping that this is the end.
1, Du.
And the head shrinkers
Ja, was will denn?
get the win.
Here are your winners.
Leg dich nicht falsch an. Okay.
And what a huge win for the head shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had a huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all. Along with the usual achievements, if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
Ja, das war besonders die Donnerstagsausgabe von Raw, weil normalerweise ist Your Raw auf am Montag. Klassischerweise. Ja, mein Freund. Okay. Ja. Rocky Maivia war halt eine Anspielung aus Rocky Johnson und Bitte, Maivia ist der Vater und Opa von The Rock. Und ja. The Rock war Dwayne Johnson ja nach einem Heel gekriegt, der hat das damals nach einem The Rock genannt.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter first, Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Ja, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, damals noch gleich so angehaucht, da Ausdruck hat, als wir in der WCW war, der mit anderen Namen, heute im Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Er spielt die Extrafinale mit Shawn Michaels, Hunter Hearst Helmsley zu Triple H gegangen, da ja Shawn Michaels ihn immer wieder als kurz von Triple H genannt hat. Ja. Nach in den Attitude-Ära war the King of Kings, Triple H.
Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Intensity on the face of the champion. Challenger in the corner, looking more determined than I've ever seen.
Machen wir einfach ganz kurz. So. Was ist erste Aufgabe? Hä? Außerhalb des Rings?
On the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match.
Drop kick hits hard, lands harder. Perched up top.
Landing, soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle. What's it going to take for Hunter Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia.
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
And able to beat Helmsley to the punch. Maivia way up high.
Finish.
The top rope, diving hammer strike.
And he avoids what was coming.
What?
And Byron Rocky has tremendous exuberance. Cobra clutch. Torturing their
Cobra
opponent.
clutch.
This one over. Is a tap out coming?
In trouble here.
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up. Ooh. Catches the leg. Belly to belly.
That was impressive.
Clothesline.
Well, that'll
Let's
be
do
the
it. Erste.
Solid punch.
And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley
Gott,
has been
Kloster.
trying to frustrate Rocky.
Was ist jetzt an? Oh, den fetten Top Rope Dive, okay.
Trying to say, hey, young fella, we're going to do things at my pace, not yours.
Rocky, the 6'5",
Flying. Down running into schoolboy, shoulders are down. The ref calls it off. He's on the ropes. Uh-oh. Saw it coming. It counters it.
stomping. Ouch.
Climbing up the corner. First up top. Knee drop.
Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scout.
Oh, Harry Whip.
Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
Ah, okay. Extra show.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss, predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Das, aber jetzt, warte mal, das war Arena eigentlich. George,
somebody called the
Steele.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match.
Was?
Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
Das Steel Cage Match
I'm not
in
even
einer
sure the
aktuellen
cage
Raw
can contain this
Arena.
man.
Day One Raw, oder? Geil.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia, because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steel.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking out George the Animal. Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the Animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if the cage can even contain that. You saw that coming. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it certainly will, Michael.
Acting and ist mal George den
Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
ist auch George den so
The High Chief needs to survive this
in
war against the
an
Animal.
WWE-Spiel sogar.
Headlock takeover, slowing down the pace.
Really wrenching it.
Oh, what a headbutt.
Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
Headbutt to the gut! High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh, yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Oh, the headbutt. Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the Animal out here.
We've seen that Steel isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
But you'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional who's game planned for this stipulation. And Steel, well, I think he just shows up to the arena and asks who he's fighting.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed,
And he goes for the pin. And the referee stops the count before 2.
It's not over yet. Plenty left to go in this one.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
Using the cranium.
Oh, that was a strong kick.
George with great awareness.
Nasty headbutt.
The Animal may be wounded prey at this point.
The High Chief closing in on a successful hunt.
Maivia one step ahead. When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a... Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in.
The arm's trapped. Not finding an easy way to get out of this one. Able to punch his way out.
Clothesline.
Bam! Chopped down with the axe handle.
Down opponent and a double axe handle smash.
What the fuck?
Overwhelming his opponent here.
Samoan drop. Okay. Steht vor dem Gegner, okay.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
What the?
Maivia gets stonewalled into the pin. George is trying to seal this one up. He breaks the ref's count after 1.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup.
Counter. Saw it coming. George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense,
moments of this match.
Got out of the way. Soaring European uppercut.
What the fuck?
Focused attack to his head. Ooh.
Drei, ja, drei.
Took him off the knee. Ooh.
George Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the Animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief, Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match. Stipulation.
Maivia just dominated the Animal with that one.
He's got the shoulders down. This is it. Something of a cocky decision, him just stopping the pin like that.
George is tied up here.
Backbreaker, and George is laid out.
Here's the pin.
Wer zählt da den Pin, wenn der Ref durchsteht? Wer zum Fick?
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
Oh, dann können wir schon langsam bald zum nächsten Match gehen, oder? Ja.
She's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does!
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Banzai drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
Okay, schauen wir mal, wie das da weitergeht.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring Tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crown already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morgan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And it's all come down to... And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got a caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Oder ist in Saudi-Arabien drüber ist, oder warum sind die
Jax
so
is entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Okay.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She...
Mit die Kreide knacken. Okay.
As Nia really
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade. Just ejected from the ring.
Now bringing her fury to ringside.
Strong kick.
Hä? War ich komplett klar wieder gemacht.
Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months, and Jax has stayed that dominant for years.
Well, if you're Lyra Valkyria, what do you do to pull off a massive upset tonight?
Well, Lyra's a technical wizard, Cole. In fact, from a technique perspective, she may actually have Nia Jax outgunned. And beyond relying on her technique, if I'm Lyra, I'm going to try to frustrate Nia. I don't know how possible that is, but if you frustrate Nia, she may make a crucial mistake.
Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she hasn't won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the Irresistible Force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
And she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now. In the corner now, she doesn't want to stay there.
Look at this, placed in the tree of woe.
Stuck in the tree of woe.
They are doing whatever they please.
Was?
That was show.
Kick right to the knee. This could be
Oh.
it, guys. Wrapping him up.
Look at this. Yes, Maestro. Shoulders down. Oh, somehow. Starting to see the tolls of this match add up.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For
Stink
Lyra,
face.
not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Please, let's call the move by its real name. It's a Samoan driver. You think Nia Jax doesn't have the Samoan driver scouted?
And Lyra only finds herself on the defensive.
And the
Achso, das muss ja auf der Daumen.
really keeping Valkyria grounded here.
Nia
Die
Jax
gibt sich
so
das noch
powerful,
aus.
so dominant.
Crashing
So.
down, Samoan drop. And at this
Okay, auch
point,
nur
Nia just
Irish Whip.
punishing Lyra.
This is exactly the pace Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Da darf man das komplett jetzt bei der Werbung für das Video-Packages.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new queen.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? He had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. But it became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins, and he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Geil. Ja, sowas ähnliches hat man tatsächlich im Hall of Fame Showcase DLC von WWE 2K16 sogar gesehen.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
Rikishi. Hey, das schaut aus wie Big Mama. Boah.
Weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi!
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here. Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Oh, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job.
Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry.
Ja, Rise Money Machine Game.
It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now a pissed off Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack. Blast off! Splash!
Caught that and reversed it. We've talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's an illusion. His family have been
Aber es war doch die
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi's been selling. I'll tell you about the most legitimate motive in this story, and that is payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him, and there is no greater reason to stomp the tar out of somebody than that.
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Jawbreaker!
Call it, Dennis.
Clearing off the announce table. This can't be good.
Nothing but bad intentions in mind, I'm sure.
Clothesline!
What impact. We might want to get mobile, boys.
Let's hope the visit to our desk is only temporary. And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does grapple with fans and a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to the disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to.
This conflict is beyond disturbing. Corey, what's going through Rikishi's mind when it comes to defeating Stone Cold?
Rikishi has to be prepared to endure an emotional storm like he's never felt before. The big man must recover from that and use his weight to immobilize the Rattlesnake, because we know Austin will not stay down.
Loving blow.
Sharp punch.
And he goes for the pin. Kicks out at just one.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
The reversal by Rikishi. And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the shark tank that is WWE.
Serious, Corey? Rikishi is a human being. Weird forces that have already put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sickening you would even condone what Rikishi did.
Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's actions. I'm just saying I understand them.
And he gets sent back into the ring, clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
And now with him going for the table, we're just in straight-up appetite for destruction territory here.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride in that statement.
I'm just saying that blood is thicker than water, and it's been an easier ride for Rock without Austin in the picture, and that's thanks to Rikishi.
Sounds more like Rikishi is trying to take credit for all the Rock's success. Austin stomping at Rikishi's heart. That's if Rikishi even has a damn heart. Coming back from the outside now. Heading to the top now.
Weapon in from the top. Good Lord. Taking flight.
Escaped out of that cage.
Clothesline. Good Lord. So effective.
Austin dodges that one. Now this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in.
Turn your lights out. Rikishi.
Feeling the pride of his family with every ounce of damage he delivers to Stone Cold. We talk a lot about Austin being prepared for a fight. Talk about the rattlesnake preparing to make Rikishi a dead man. Well, right now it's Rikishi doing the brawling. Rikishi's disdain for Austin looks greater than even we anticipated.
And he re-enters into the ring.
Oh, yeah, Rikishi is feeling the energy right now.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Come on, the ramp is no place for duking it out.
Unless you're looking to do real damage, then it's the perfect place.
He is determined to fight out of this predicament.
Brutal club.
Could do some serious long-term damage.
Plethora of ways to get imaginative up there, none of which are sanctioned by the WWE.
Counters to gain the advantage. Oh, what a DDT! Wow.
Fighting up on the stage, this could be really dangerous.
Zweifel was No-Show. Ach doch, ungefähr, oder? Warte mal. Ja, hab ich schon gesehen. Ja. Ach doch,
He'll make his way to the ring. Looks like he has something planned with his table, guys. Oh, no. Will he get on with it already? This is a fight.
Rikishi is all business now.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it.
okay, doch.
Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more.
Halt. Immerhin die Lauf durch. Drücke außerhalb des Ringes nahe der absperrbaren Kreis, um den Gegner zu packen.
Stone Cold, all that he wants to see Rikishi gets beaten down like a pile of human filth. And Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary, a pioneer, all a bunch of garbage, if you ask me.
Well, those aren't self-imposed labels, Cole. Those labels are coming from the family, coming from a group of wrestling legends who are proud of Rikishi for standing up and making a change in this business.
A few labels for Rikishi. Coward, liar, embarrassment. Don't still know. What a shot. What a punch.
Rikishi finds his target with that one. He's so strong, creates space. An elbow will break that up.
Zack.
And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. And Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin going to deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
Okay, let's go.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake has taken it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him.
Oh, man, take me out to the ball game.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Fly.
Sharp elbow to the gut turn. Rikishi hoisting up his opponent. Rikishi drive.
Rikishi may have put the exclamation on this one.
1, 2. Whoa.
Barely making it out.
Unbelievable tenacity on display from Stone Cold. Austin simply refuses to quit.
Will that be the last opportunity?
Rikishi looking to finish the job from 10 months ago.
Scooped up. Here it comes. Rikishi's right.
Is that enough to take out Austin?
And quickly now, shoulders
One,
down.
two,
Win.
three.
Rikishi somehow gets back to round
For the Rock.
Damn it. This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
Let us next match.
His arrival signaled impending doom. His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming to the end of your own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit the Samoan bulldozer that his nickname would suggest, mauling opponents with ease, relishing the chaos that he created. A menace to the entire roster, an unrepentant badass, Umaga tortured his prey with high-impact collisions before ultimately sealing their fate with his vaunted Samoan spike, a vicious move used today by Solo Sikoa.
Inside the ring, man, he was just a complete monster. Anybody that stood in front of him, he was going to wreck him no matter what he had to do. He was just a crazy, wild Samoan. Outside of the ring, man, just a loving guy to be around. A fun uncle, always joking, always barbecuing at his house. I always looked up to him. He was just so cool.
Perhaps an unheralded aspect of Umaga's game was his mastery of mental warfare. Umaga loved to present a wild, out-of-control savage, one who needed manager Armando Alejandro Estrada to handle all the details while he destroyed opponents. Umaga was the perfect definition of the word aura. A two-time intercontinental heavyweight champion, Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set foot in a WWE ring. His intense clashes with Batista, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, along with WWE Championship battles against John Cena, still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch Umaga perform. And Umaga will live in immortality through every member of this family, whether it's with a huge Samoan drop, a running bulldozer into the corner, a Samoan spike, or even a war cry in the middle of battle. Umaga is forever.
I wish he was here. I know he's watching from above.
So you, our beloved Us in training, are asked one simple thing here in the WWE 2K25 showcase: to defeat John Cena. You've done that in this mode before, right? Simple. It was at New Year's Revolution in 2007 that Umaga and John Cena first collided for the WWE title. Umaga appeared to be too much for Cena in the minds of many pundits. Undefeated in WWE some 9 months after his debut, and things were going very well for Umaga. Until they weren't. Umaga would see his undefeated streak end by of all things, a damn roll-up after rushing directly into the outstretched shoes of John Cena. 1 second of luck allowed John Cena to escape the inevitable, and now it's on you to fix it. Head into that ring. Showcase Umaga's cruel brutality and get Umaga the WWE Heavyweight Championship victory that he should have gotten in the first place. I assure you, my dear friend, Armando Alejandro Estrada will make sure nothing else goes wrong if you take care of business inside the ring.
Okay, schauen wir mal, ob das geht.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He could be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga is for real.
He is a Samoan bulldozer, an 18-wheel version with a mean streak. Big, athletic, strong, and probably going to outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE title has only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years.
But Umaga is a scary human being. He can easily change that trend right here tonight.
A phenomenal ovation in this arena because the champ is here. John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
John Cena, a 3-time WWE champion, the handler of Umaga, Armando Estrada, trying to control this undefeated challenger.
Once the bell rings, these two are going to go at each other full force.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Champion.
You win this title, you are primed for...
Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line, John. Cena versus the Samoan bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena. He wants to obliterate him like he has all his other opponents.
But this is John Cena we're talking about. If anyone can stand up to Umaga's brutality and power, it's him. Cena's going to fight to defend his title with everything he's got.
Draped across the top rope.
Startpaket nach ganz schnell.
John Cena and Umaga battling here for the WWE Championship.
Sure.
John Cena halt the Samoan Bulldozer's path to destruction. Cena's going to have to go all out to accomplish that.
No one has been able to withstand Umaga thus far. This brutal Samoan has made a mockery of his challengers and is perhaps the ultimate super heavyweight threat.
As Cena could be in for the greatest challenge as champion tonight. But if anyone can overcome the terrifying ruthlessness of Umaga, it has to be John Cena.
Toss to ringside. He's making his way to ringside now. And he slides him down to the mat.
Keep him to not have.
And he goes crashing to the outside. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Sent into the stairs.
Hey. Okay.
Stop anybody.
And you just see Cena's legs bent awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just the result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's foundation is...
Double leg takedown, got the shoulders down. You got to cover, guys, for the championship. What was that? He had him exactly where he wanted him.
Oof.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania, he's never been pinned, never been submitted. Umaga is a man who's decimated every single thing in his path. It's not hyperbole to call him a dangerous and deadly savage. Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Double axe handle connects. And Cena is taking on a lot of offense now.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
Oof. Oh, God. That's using your head. Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey. And his handler, Armando Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan Bulldozer.
The headbutt to the gut! A completely relentless attack from Umaga.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense.
Sent to the corner.
And a collision in the corner.
And with the attacks Umaga has been delivering, you have to think about internal injuries mounting on Cena now. Take it over!
Go for the win here!
For the title, new champ. He just might regret his decision.
Boom! Able to slip him.
Oh boy, here we go. We've seen it once, we've seen it 1,000 times. It always works. Look out! Driven down hard.
Oh! Ooh, well measured. Legs up.
Headbutt to the gut! Boom!
Paralytic. Hey. Okay.
And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength. Into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look out!
A headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan Bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art of using their own skull as a weapon that could stop an elephant.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight. And he's going to the outside, which will start a countout. Shin breaker.
Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me.
From the top. Misses big time. Winning heel kick.
Umaga.
Both Samoan drop.
Brutal. Back from Umaga. He smells Cena's blood in the water.
Pulls their opponent in.
Belly to belly.
Umaga with a crazed look in his eyes.
Okay, let's go.
Cena.
Here it comes.
We might see a new champion crowned.
1, 2. Ooh.
The title still hanging in the balance. Resilience of a champion on display.
And I think we all know this will do it. Umaga. Samoan spike.
Are we headed
Oh
to
my
a
God.
title change?
1, 2, 3.
Champion. An undefeated champion.
Here is your winner.
Endlich mal Material von Umaga noch nichts gemacht.
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the WWE Championship. Cena's title reign is over.
An incredibly impressive showing from Umaga tonight. Absolutely leveling John Cena in a savage display of dominance.
Will Cena come looking for a rematch? Only time will tell. But for now, this is Umaga's moment. He is your WWE Champion.
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as the 3-minute warning. Initially hired by the aforementioned Raw general manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me. 3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. 2 bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. And the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation. Rosie, older brother of your tribal chief Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much damage they could fit into the shortest time possible.
The 3-minute warning with my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening. And I feel like we all remember when the 3-minute warning hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, you know, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor, the AOP. Similar to Jamal and Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP happily dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features two Goliaths who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most painful conclusion. It's up to you in this Extreme Rules contest to beat the AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes to make that fact perfectly clear. As a matter of fact, take your time and enjoy dishing out the punishment.
Ja, jetzt ist eh schon fix so gerade so. Ja, mehr braucht man nicht dazu sagen.
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
Two roughneck teams ready to use this Extreme Rules stipulation to the fullest.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match, and accompanied by Paul Ellering at a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akam and Razor, the authors of pain.
AOP look unintimidated by the task at hand. They are totally prepared for the merciless tandem of 3-minute warning.
You know, there's actually a lot in common between these two teams in terms of tactics and physicality.
And guys, the authors of pain now have 3 minutes.
And at a combined weight of 770 pounds, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Authors of Pain versus 3-minute warning is a recipe for brutality and ruthless carnage.
And that's in a regular match, Cole. This is Extreme Rules.
These two hit squads are going to tear each other apart.
3-minute warning made a career out of demolishing anyone who got in their way. Why would AOP be any different?
Because that's exactly what AOP does too. They play the same game as 3-minute warning.
We got 3-minute warning and the Authors of Pain clashing tonight in what should be a harrowing Extreme Rules match. Considering the teams involved here, it comes as no surprise that we have medical teams standing by backstage.
Yeah, these are two of them.
Es? Ataqueado.
Most merciless and physical teams we've ever seen. Lasting bodily harm isn't just highly probable in this match, it's essentially guaranteed.
Well, I, for one, can't wait to see what these teams do with the rules thrown out the window. They're free to be as creative as they want in their pursuit of absolutely annihilating one another. Targets the gut to end the offense.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds colliding.
These men are so big and so thick, it's a challenge to wrap your arms around them. It's really just best to find weapons and...
Oh, soon we could be seeing a submission here.
And Razor's confidence has to be rocked after that.
Yeah, really confident going on the attack.
And this has to be doing in... Wait a second. Interrupt the turn of events here.
Now you just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Great athleticism. Sliding back into the ring. Oh, did you hear that?
Double axe handle connects.
Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE has ever seen. Both teams don't care what the motive is, don't care who the target is. Their goal always remains the same, and that is complete destruction of the opposition.
From way up. Totally missed that one.
Okay.
Indy counters. Whoa, clothesline. Ouch. No telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
What?
Yeah, the turn of the stick in hand, and this place just turned into South Swanson Street.
They are now starting to bleed. Goodness gracious.
You gotta wonder if there's more animosity in this match than we previously thought. Hit a well-timed counter. Back to the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, grew up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity. A duo that doesn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you.
3-minute warning's thug-like tactics need to be respected.
Rosie and Jamal only care about one thing.
From the top. Oh, my, what a splash.
It's like an SUV.
Now down into the cover. No, he gets the shoulder.
This is going to come down to who wants it more.
He's in a bit of agony now.
Yeah, Extreme Rules matches eventually take their toll on everyone.
Oh, ripping at the eyes. Rosie lining him up from the top turnbuckle. First up top.
All the way to the outside. From up top, right onto the target outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by the pain train, and it's only going to feel like the... From the heavens!
He's reaching under the ring for anything useful.
3-minute warning might just be done messing up.
Rosie and Jamal
Okay.
survive Extreme Rules.
Here
Okay.
are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning in a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen. They were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking in WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw, and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the bloodline, with striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has proven capable in any environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own, because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
Ah, ich glaube, Paul Heyman, da war schon wichtig für die Dingens hier.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair looking to become a Triple Crown champion. Every title, every opportunity she has put in front of herself, she has seized. This is a night where careers change forever.
You're right, Cole. You can feel it. Legends are going to be made. Careers defined. Hearts broken. This is Money in the Bank.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier and I asked, are you nervous about this? She said, yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than anything because I get to be part of history.
Becky Lynch, the first woman drafted to SmackDown. First SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Well, you can feel the excitement the moment they brought out the ladders before this show started. There is a big fight feel right here in St. Louis.
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee you, she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match.
From the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
This is a milestone moment that is being watched all over the world.
And Tamina is hoping to live up to her family's legacy. She wants that briefcase. She wants that title. It's in her blood.
Mela is money, and she is as confident as ever.
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island, Carmella.
Byron, Carmella's made a couple of good points recently, saying, I was the last woman drafted in the WWE draft last summer. How big of a chip is on her shoulder?
Oh, she's got a huge chip on her shoulder. And also, don't forget, Carmella has had some major victories lately, so she has all the fuel you could need heading into a match of this type.
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya.
Every last woman in this match has chased this opportunity so fiercely. They have chased the championship, perhaps none more so than Natalya.
Winning Money in the Bank would certainly go a long way to helping Natalya prove she, too, is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Winning that briefcase is like taking the proverbial express lane to success.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch are going to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase, become the first ever Miss Money. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Caught with a lariat. She's taking things to the floor here.
Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb.
She's reaching up and trying to unhook it as fast as she can. Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
Ooh, cat kick on the mark. Ooh, elbow strike. Mat slam with some attitude. Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched. Placing her in the corner. Intercepted by the man. 3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
I think the ring just moved. Now looking to do battle right here in front of us.
Gentlemen, this is what I believe we refer to as mud-hole stomping. Oh, man, that's like death by 1,000 cuts. Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract. Suspended above the ring.
Tamina has shown so much dominance in this match.
The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was awarded to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Oh, what a quick answer.
Disrespecting the competition. Ooh, strong kick. Strong takedown.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women have to utilize some submission.
They can flash you an airborne and miss. Oh, man. A display of force.
Ooh, merciless looking blow.
Oh, look at this. This is going to be nasty.
Into the corner. Brutal forearm.
Things are looking a little rocky for her.
If this keeps up, climbing that ladder is going to be very difficult.
And driven down face first.
And she's only taking more damage at this stage.
Yeah, Cole, taking this much damage now seriously impacts your speed up the ladder. Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the pickings.
Reaching for the prize.
Looks like
Becky Lynch got her locked in. Submission move, and it's over here. Just over by Lynch.
Natalya has a grip on the briefcase.
Natalya's going to do it. And she's tapping, but it doesn't even matter. It can't save her here. She's looking winded now.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less. Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Punishing power slam. And the Queen might be hurting after that hit.
And all of this pain.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my driving Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
From the top. Tamina's absolutely. Wrecking shot by Natalya, making sure the veteran won't have the strength to climb a ladder at all. Charlotte Flair positioning her opponent precariously on the top turnbuckle. What's next? Oh, Dean is being torn apart now.
Up to the electric chair, down for the drop.
Beautiful double drop kick. Make Ricky and Robert proud.
And now more.
Ladders. Right in the middle of the ring, starts to climb, but needs to move quickly.
She's going for it.
She certainly is. She can do it. Working on the hook here.
I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Trying not to fumble around too much here. History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity.
Figure four. And now looking even worse for wear.
Looks like the gas tank is running past E now.
She might want to, and the agony has no reason to end as we see her tapping out in pain.
She's headed out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her. Getting the ladder into position here.
It's the perfect spot, too. Natalya knows exactly what she's doing, and it is not good for her opponent.
Climbing up, but is there... The prize is in sight. Is it in reach?
And the announce table has imploded. Nothing but carnage out here.
Way through the heading up that ladder. Center of the ring. Trying to grab it.
But it looks like that hook is causing a lot of problems up there.
Into the ring again now.
Charlotte seeing her opportunity.
Charlotte's got a chance.
Has to finish the job now. You have to get it totally unhooked.
Kick to the body and check out this power.
She releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want to.
Fishing for something beneath the ring.
Settling on the kendo stick. No good can come from this. And she anticipated what was coming. This could be the beginning of the end.
Sharpshooter applied. And I think this has just turned into something that...
Let's go on the submission hold.
Not sure what she's got planned here. Oh, sent crashing right into the ring post.
Looks like a play to go after the legs now.
All eyes focused on this absolute war. It doesn't get much. And Carmella with a takedown, looking for
the code of silence.
She's trapped in the submission. This won't cost her. She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see.
Ooh, shot right to the gut. Clothesline! Oh, the ladder, ouch!
And she's getting the ladder set up now.
What is she thinking?
Oh, Tamina gets cut off. Hooked up.
Inverted DDT.
Scaling the turnbuckle here.
She's struggling and looking like an easy target.
From the top. Diving fist drop. Oh no, Byron, the ladder set up.
Oh, I want to know what's next.
Carmella with a super kick.
Becky's hope to reclaim her women's championship is looking a whole lot bleaker now.
Oh, God, right to the cranium.
These superstars must be feeding off the WWE Universe.
This place is starting to rock. Lining up. It is her own time to go for the win. Full focus on obtaining the prize. Hands must be shaking up there, making it difficult to capture the win. Tamina is so close to victory now. Goodness. That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
Oh, endlich.
The winner of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, Tamina!
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jay Uso. Jimmy and Jay Uso look to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jay are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jay his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jay ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jay Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jay are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, Their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any two of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jay could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day 1. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah, das werden wir nachher nochmal anschauen.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous 4-time champs and feel the power!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the 4-time tag team champions?
The following contest is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing 2 super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure.
Pinfall and submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens.
One of these teams is
going to have to work in unison from bell to bell if they want the...
Okay.
The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain, punishment.
Two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now. SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
The Usos. And the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. While I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
Well, two teams so familiar with each other, some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity.
Bin der wieder doch. Gehen wir es heute Abend wieder an.
This cell, look out! Drop kick!
Great athleticism.
Oh! For the title!
And he manages to kick out at one. Still in it. All the talking we've heard leading into this match. We've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, three clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing too.
Shades of the old EC Dub as a candlestick is introduced to the proceedings.
Looks like he's coming back in.
And he gets directed into the... Oh, man.
Illegal in many sports, but that was used effectively in there.
Super kick.
Oh, ow!
New Day refer to this as their power lineup, but having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
Heavy body shots. Whipped hard. What a clothesline. Oh, man.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Got whipped on a throwing candlestick. Ooh, that hurt right in the kidney. Golly.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner Brothers, the Head Shrinkers. Come on, we can have a new champ here.
Kick out at two. What do you have to do to put this guy away? Full impact.
Uso looking for support from the crowd.
The action has shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the... walls of the cell. The champ left railing a little by that last blow.
This is how it goes with Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not.
Big E crashes to the outside. Stepping out of the ring here. Boom! What an uppercut. So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, we talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE.
Can't prepare your face for that. Now, series of missions. And now heading back inside the ring. Here we go for the championship. Close call makes the champ nervous.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
And into the top turnbuckle now.
Uso. Solid splash by Jay.
Will that be? Has the champ pin. Is this it? Cover. And the Usos are 5-time tag team champions.
Here are your winners, Jimmy and Jay. The
Hier ist Jey Uso im Offensiv. Weil die ganze Zeit Jimmy Uso oder was?
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall and submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification. The Usos and the New Day came in for a quick counter. They showed up after the 2 count.
You rarely see a full 2 count this early.
Aber ich bin gleich wieder da. Oh, ja.
So many amazing matches.
Okay.
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall and submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification. The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable. Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall and submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification. The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level
level of competition and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
It will be a very proud moment for the Anweisungen family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
Yeah, it wasn't far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of the elite specimens come from the Anweisungen blood.
I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
Well, two teams so familiar with each other, some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity.
This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell can't inflict unimaginable damage on those who step inside. We're going to see these teams tap into their barbaric nature.
20 years of Hell in a Cell, and this structure still surprises me with the ways it can torture every part of your anatomy.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk. From the top. Oh, man, he landed rough there.
Elbow drop. Uppercut.
That knocked him silly.
Jay will get a little less than main event after that one.
It looks like the New Day was able to catch them by surprise.
Bang! Great job anticipating Jimmy. New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
He avoids the contact.
And that was an efficient form of offense with that move. Elbow drop. The champ in a very bad way.
Yeah, he's absolutely in danger of losing it all here.
Oh. The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team divisions. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, dominance.
It tells you these are the 2 best teams the WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are 2 very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist. Boom! Stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut.
Oh, man. Climbing the turnbuckles to the top. He quickly slides it.
From the top.
Off the mark with that one. Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable.
Oh, man, check out this power.
Gorilla press slam. So many amazing matches between these 2 teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar in tag team competition, to bring the division to a...
From the top, and Xavier Woods reverses. Oh, he paid for that high risk. Ooh. Calculating the next move here.
Sit-up powerbomb.
Picture-perfect drop kick
For the title.
And the glory.
Xavier Woods, wheelbarrow face buster, nice.
And come on, was that really called for? Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
Ooh, all the momentum is swung to Jey Uso.
And the Usos now showing how well they know the New Day.
Familiarity breeds contempt, and the Usos are showing their unfiltered disdain.
Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell. And Jey Uso sent outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths.
Has it hooked in and package drive. Could be game over for the Usos.
The New Day retain the title.
Super.
Here are your winners, and still the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
We saw these two teams tap into their deepest, dark...
In der Weg. Ja, ich glaube, den Stream, den beende ich jetzt einmal. Banhart.